one of the primary functions of Tiger Manufacturing is to dispel some of the myths about what manufacturing actually is, and to give them the experience of the multi-business processes that occur all within the production of one product. So whether it be that business end that they want to explore and go into that career, or the actual manufacturing of the product on the floor, we want them to have that experience so that they know exactly which direction they'd like to take their career, and to have the most information to make informed decisions about their pathways.
Phenomenal impact. But in the long, we've always preached for years and years and years, everybody needs to go to college. Everybody needs to go to a four-year school. The difference is about 4 times as much in debt in comparison, and a lot of these kids, about less than 50% actually graduate. So why are we sending kids to stuff that is really not making that great of an impact? Fox Valley Tech has stepped up. A couple of years ago, I actually took my entire district staff to an in-service at Fox Valley Tech and gave them the tour of the building, and then they took us over to the safety center and fed us, and people complained and whined about, why are we going to a tech school for in-service? Well, when they got home, I probably had a dozen compliments that I've never had a compliment in my 20 plus years.
It's great because the manufacturers kind of write the script, and it's in a language that they speak in the manufacturing world. And then when the lessons are built, I take care of trying to build that in a lesson vocabulary that the teachers and students need, that academic language, and so the two can be bridged in those videos.
Well, first thing, it makes students aware of what careers are actually out there. There's a preconceived notion that manufacturing is dirty, and it's not. Another benefit working with KI is we get to collaborate with someone out in the community. Students usually just work with each other, and this gives us an opportunity to work with someone that they don't get to on a regular basis.
There's no way I could do what I do without their help. And that's help from giving students an opportunity to come in and see what they do, experience working in the manufacturing industry, and help with materials. When we weld, we go through a lot of metal. And I have 2 or 3 different companies that will give me scrap metal that we can cut up into pieces to learn how to weld. I think last year I got $10,000 worth of steel. I can't afford that. And for a business, the vice president of a company to drive up with a flatbed truck and unload just piles of metal that we can use, it's super beneficial. Our kids love getting out. They love being out of school and seeing some cool stuff. And a lot of these places, there's equipment in there that kids would never see if they didn't walk into a machine shop or into a fab shop.
My name is Reed Charles, and this is my public school experience.
Formula High School is a pretty exciting program that we've started at Southern Door about 5 years ago. We did some background work, and when I looked into what Formula High School was all about, we cover every area that's needed to build a car. We do welding, we do machining, we do CAD work, we do cutting, we do motors.
This is my second year. I jumped in about halfway through my junior year. I knew nothing about lots of this stuff, engines. I knew nothing at all. No welding skills, anything. I just decided to jump in. This class was the perfect fit for me because I was lost on what I wanted to do for the future, and this gave me an idea.
When you're in a manufacturing setting, you kind of end up putting blinders on to everything that's going on around you. I thought I knew a lot about education until I got into it. The same thing can be said about the instructors. So you have instructors that are going along and they've been in their position or in their profession for so many years, they don't know what different manufacturing companies or what the outside world, so to speak, might need. So then you have these companies that will take these teachers in and say, hey, we'll show you what it means to, or what we go through on a daily basis.
One opportunity I had was we received an NSF Advanced Technological Education grant. So with that, myself and some of the welding and WTC instructors, and then a few of the high school math and tech ed instructors were able to collaborate and come up with some contextualized math for kind of geared towards the welding students, but manufacturing in general. So that collaboration helped us to develop some really great hands-on activities and some of the get real math videos.
We kind of let them make their own mistakes, which is really important. So one of the secrets, I think, to success in manufacturing is failure. You have to fail, and you have to fail repeatedly in order to know where you're going to go. And so I think in a warm, friendly environment where you have mentorship one-on-one, allowing these kids to find out, ooh, I went against the grain, and now I got to reverse the tool, and problem solving. So, all these cool things start to come out. You didn't even know that they were going to come out. It's kind of neat. So we take traditional tools and we work with youth and families, and we build wooden boats.